Going here. Sweet. All right, I think we are recording. Very, very cool. So, hey, everybody, I'm super excited to see you all tonight. It's going to be an awesome night. We're going to share some really cool stuff. The first thing I want to kind of report to you guys is despite all the craziness that's happening in the world, because I think we'd all agree there's a lot of craziness happening in the world, It Works is growing and the samples are flying off the shelves. The loyal customers are joining every day. Distributors are joining every day. So I wanted to just update you on a few things in case you didn't know, and just so that you are tracking what we have going on right now. So first of all, there's 19 days left in March. So maybe you're someone that got off to a slow start in March, where there's still over half the month. And this, in my opinion, is the very best month of the whole entire year, because people are doing income taxes. People are wanting to still be in the gym. People are excited about the weather's getting nicer, right? All these things. So we have 19 days to go. Anybody who doesn't order over $99 gets free shipping. Okay, so if you miss that, there's free shipping all the way through the end of the month. And whoever orders over $200 gets 10% extra savings, which is really cool. Now, as far as recruiting and codes, if you signed up for the live stream from the Arizona thing they had there, the try it, the all day presentation things and trainings that they had there, you got a free code, an extra code. Okay, if you decide to come to Nashville, the Nashville event, you're going to get an extra code. So if you're planning on coming to Nashville and you have your ticket, or you're going to get your ticket, just put a comment in here so I know who's coming. Noel's coming to Nashville. I see some faces on here, some people I know that are coming. Yvette is coming. And I see Laurel. I know Laurel's coming. I know a bunch of you guys are coming. I already got my code. Yeah, you got a code for Nashville. Now, if you haven't even checked your codes, you don't know how to check your codes. When you go in your eSuite, there's going to say promo code report on your first page of reports. So if you did the 5 samples thing, you got 5 codes for that. You could have had 3 codes from last month that carried over. You could have a code for getting the pay-per-view for the Arizona, a code for Nashville. So there are all kinds of codes. If for some reason you're someone that doesn't have any codes, hey, just reach out. Go on the Black Diamond team page and say who has an extra code, because there might be people in here that have 10 codes that would be more than happy to share one with you. Okay, so those are important because all those codes expire. They're all set to expire. Everything right now is set to expire at the end of March. That's the reload bonuses and the more bonuses and the codes and the free shipping and all these different things. Okay, so having said that, one of the coolest things I think this company has ever done, and it's blowing my mind. So it's coming out. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Let me see here. Click this button one more time. People don't know. Sometimes they're not muted. Mute all. Allow to unmute themselves. Okay, cool. So we're at conference and they talked about this sample app. And for you guys that don't know, every single new distributor that joins right now, they get the opportunity. They get 4 actual 3-day samplers that come in the distributor's kit, and then they get 3 sample credits that they can literally have shipped anywhere in the United States. All I got to do is go through the app, right? You've got your Connect app, you need to download, and then you have your It Works sample app. And those 2 apps, you have to have those 2 apps if you want to build a massive business, and they're free. So just download those apps, make sure you have those apps, and you're able to go on there and access, if you're a new distributor, you're able to go access your free samples that came with your $99 or your $69 distributor kit. All these codes we're talking about allows a new person to sign up for $69, and they actually are going to get a total of 7 3-day samplers. Now think about if you sold those 7 for $20 each, you made $140 back. So someone could join today on your team for $69, and they can literally make $140 back from samples. A couple people, I'll share a little bit about them because they're not able to be on here tonight because they actually have It Works things they're going to. I just was talking to Tina Cruz earlier. Tina Cruz has done a bunch of samples, and this month already between $500 and $600 in coffee cash. Okay, $500 to $600 profit in coffee cash. What I love about cash is if you need some money, you go out there and you sell some samples and you get some cash right away. You can, in today's world, we have what? We have PayPal, Venmo, Messenger, Cash App, Bitcoin. You know, you just keep on going, right? We have all these. I mean, soon toilet paper. I heard toilet paper. We're gonna start trading toilet paper. I'm just kidding, just playing with you guys. But so we have all these things that we're able to go out there and easily share these samples. And I love that we don't have to go to the post office, because it works. We'll ship that sample to your person. You just have to tell them where you want to ship it to. You can go on there and literally buy 5 3-day samples for $30. So when you do the math here, someone told me earlier that her goal, I think it was Tina Cruz, she said her goal is to sell, or no, it was Meech Gonzalez, who's already sold 53 samples since conference. 53 samples. She sells them for 1 for 20 or 2 for 35. Her goal is 10 a day, because if you sell 10 samples in a day, you profit over $100 every single day. Who wants to sign up for $100 extra a day? Come on, that's good, right? That's an extra $3,000 a month in sample cash. Okay, it's people want to try samples, and you charge them $20, 2 for 35, and so Meech 53 in a month and a half, 53 samples already, which is amazing. Okay, Tina Cruz, she said she sold 500 or 600. She's going to be on here tonight, but she's actually heading to a wedding to wrap 12 people to make $400. Y'all know that people that are getting married want to look good, right? So she's going to make $400 to wrap 12 people. So I don't even know what the profit would be on that. That's an awesome profit too. So hopefully you guys have some of the juices are flowing, and you're thinking about sample cash, and you're thinking about wrap cash, right? We can wrap some people like that. And the first guest, we have 3 incredible guests that we're going to bring on tonight. And I want to get right to this, because they're going to give you these are people who are, they're selling samples. They are signing loyal customers, and they're signing distributors, right? A couple of these ladies have already signed 5 distributors this month. You're going to hear from them. How have they signed 5 distributors? One person, 11 loyal customers already. And we're going to hear from someone first, though, that has sold 35 samples in the last week. Guys, come on. I hope you got your pens ready. I hope you're ready to take some notes, because I see that someone on here right now has got the biggest smile on my screen. Natalie, how are you doing, girl?
I am good, Chad. I am great. I am loving this new sample cash. That's for sure.
Well, yeah. So when I do a little bit of math here, are you selling them 1 for 20, 2 for 35 too?
Yes, but most of mine, it's doing the 1 for 20.
1 for 20. So you said 35 in the last week. I'm just seeing how much you brought. That's $700 that people have sent you in the last week. What's your favorite? Do you use PayPal, or what do you like to use?
I use Venmo the most because it's the easiest, but I always give people the option. So it's been really cool too, because I have money in my PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, like all day, every day. It's just been amazing. But what really got me fired up was last week on this call. And so it's so crazy is when I was thinking about it, my 35 samples were from this time last week, getting on that call with Mary Peralta and her team. And I just got fired up, and I used the script that they gave, and I sent out 155 messages. And I just kept sending them out. Every couple hours, I would just send them out. And it's just been crazy, but I'm really excited, because not only am I bringing in cash, but the sample app actually has these amazing scripts that you can follow up with. So my goal is 5 samples a day. And so I do the 5 for 35, and then I just focus on selling those by the end of the day. And so far it's been working amazing. And then I follow up with them. I send them a little Cami video. If you guys haven't seen in your sample app, there's like a little video that you can send right away that plants the seed about the business. And then you can set reminders to follow up 3 days later and 3 days later. And so, yeah, it's just been amazing.
So what I love about that, what you just shared there, is your end game isn't just to make $20 and sell a sample. That's just like your way in. So like you're making cash right now, and then you're sending a small video that obviously they're all going to watch, because they just bought coffee from you, and then you're following up on that. And I mean, how many of these 35 in the last week have you had some already that have already signed up to be loyals, or they're ready to become distributors or customers?
Yes, so I do have one, because they barely are just getting theirs, because I just caught the fire. But I do have one that's already signed up as a loyal customer, and then another one that just started hers today. So they're like just getting them in. But I think the biggest thing with this is like, I don't want to lose them. So we're really in contact like every 3 days. So it's, you know, right away. And then 3 days later, hey, did you get your samples? How are you liking it so far? And then I have another reminder for 3 days after that. So yeah, I'm excited. My whole thing is like, even if my goal is 5 a day, that's 150 by the end of the month. And out of that 150, I was like, okay, even if half sign up as a loyal customer or distributor.
Oh, somehow you got muted. Are you back?
Oh, whoops. Yes, I don't know what happened. But yeah, as I was saying, so if I sell 5 a day for the full 30 days, that's 150 people. Can you hear me?
That is all probably garbage. What? Right here?
Someone just jumped on, Natalie. I'm gonna mute. Now, there you're back now.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Good to go.
Okay. So my goal is 5 a day. I don't know if you guys heard this like 3 times now, but 5 a day, 150 by the end of the month if you do the math. And then my whole thing is, even if, you know, half sign up as loyal customers or distributors, that's 50, you know, to 75 loyal customers or distributors. And so, and I'm so confident about this product because here's another thing. I go live every single morning. And I have been for the last week or so, making my skinny brew and talking about what it's done for me. So I'm already down 7 pounds. Also, I did submit before and after pictures to corporate for my week. And so I've been sending those to people in Messenger, if anybody, letting them know, hey, these aren't corporate approved, but this is what I got this last week doing the skinny brew every single day. And so people have been like, oh my gosh, your results are crazy. And so I'm just going through Messenger and messaging everyone I can think of. And the nice thing is too, is I'm almost maxed out at friends. And so I'm really not cold messaging anyone because most of the people that are in my network already, I've brought them on from host to post. So we've talked about the TFX or we've talked about the keto coffee in the past, but it's just my excitement over this product. Cause like, even if it was just the focus alone, this product is worth it. Like it's so worth it. And so I'm very confident that after they do their 3 days, they're going to fall in love with it and they're going to want more. And that's been what's been happening so far. So I'm just excited about it.
Well, let me dig in a little bit here because I love this. So last week, so you're on this, you got fired up. I love that. Hopefully somebody on here gets fired up tonight hearing you, right? And you went out in the last 7 days and you sold 35 samples, which is your goal of 5 a day. And so to hit that 5 a day, you're going live every single day. And then you said you messaged about 150 people. So is that each day you're messaging 150 new people to get your 5 that are enrolling?
Yes. So one, I'm doing 155, but multiple times a day. Like I'll stop and then, you know, because I don't want to get blocked, and then I'll come back to it a few hours later. My goal is to do 155 3 times a day. And then I also write down in my notes of my phone anybody that I talk to that says yes. That way I can follow up with them and they don't fall between the cracks. And I have had a lot of people be like, you know what, I get paid on Wednesday or Thursday. So I have been signing up all of them too, because they might get paid that day or whatever. And then I was just telling my team today, and I'm asking them, do they want to become a distributor? Because if you know you're catching them on payday, my whole thing is it's like they could get 3 days samples for $20, or they could join the business for $69, get $140 worth of samples, you know, and make an extra income at the same time. So I'm using that as well. So I'm actually talking to one of the girls right now about becoming a distributor. So.
Well, I love that too, because for a lot of people, it's like spending 20 or spending 70 and you're getting the extra product. And if you like it, then you can just use it or you can sell it and you have options and you're getting it for a lot. It's a lot more affordable to do it that way, especially since there's a window of opportunity here, you know, until the end of the month. And then it goes back to 99. So man, I love that. So where did the 155 number come from? Is that just a number you picked?
And so Mary Peralta and her team were just talking about it last month or last week. And I was like, 155. Okay. And normally I don't count, but I'm actually counting to 155. I don't know if that's the magic number to not get blocked. But it's been working. And I've also been doing host to post from that. So everybody that buys a sample, I then ask them to host a post. And the host to post says, you know, my friend Natalie is looking for people that want to try this new Skinny Brew coffee. I just bought mine. if you're interested, drop an emoji below. And so I have been getting leads from that too. So yeah, I'm also using them to continue to, host a post. And anybody who says that they're not interested, I'm also asking them to host a post. So I have those going as well, but it's all about Skinny Brew right now. That's really what I'm focusing on the most. And then I can also like tag them in my video. And how I see it too is that everybody I message, even if they don't, the first thing people do if they see a message and I haven't talked to them in about a year is probably go to my page. And so I'm not posting that much on my page, but I'm going live every single day. So my thought is they're going to be able to see my live video. And that's what's been happening a lot too, is I'm having people that I sent a message, see my video, and then comment on the video. And I'm talking to them that way too.
Yeah. And then that video gets pushed out to more people and more people see it. What I love about this is, we have, how I kind of see it now is anyone we talk to pretty much has 4 options. They're going to become a distributor, they're going to become a customer, they're going to buy a sample, or they're going to do a host post. I mean, almost everybody, right? They're going to do one of the 4, and a lot of people are going to do multiple of the 4. Like they might buy a sample and then do a host post, or they might do a host post and then become a distributor. So it's just like, everyone within all that. So people listening, don't ever forget to ask the person who already became a customer, who already bought a sample, to do a host post too, because those are some of the best when they say, I just bought this, or I'm using this, I just tried it for the first time. And that's a powerful testimony. So Natalie, you are killing it, man. You got fired up 1 week ago and went crazy, made $700.
It's been crazy. So I'm just loving it. And it goes to show, like, if you copy the right cat, you'll get the results. And it was just like, as soon as I started hearing how much money they were making, hey Terry, I just got excited. And then I'm really working on the follow-up. I think that that's super important. But that's pretty much what I'm doing. I'm trying to think of anything else. That's it. I'm just doing what they said to do, and it's working.
I love it. I love it. Well, and when you look at their numbers, Mary Peralta and her whole team, their numbers blew me away last month because their team literally grew 75%. And that's ridiculous, increase. Like that's crazy. I think the company did around 30%. So they did 2.5 times their team growth than the company, which is
crazy.
Wow. So cool. And now look, you probably grew your bank account, I'm sure, like 75%, because you just making all this cash. So that is so cool. I can't wait. So that's just when we do look at that 5 samples a day, you're bringing in almost $3,000 a month just in sample profit. That's not profit, but sample money. So you're probably making $2,000 plus, probably closer to $2,400 profit just from samples.
I know, it's crazy. And the other thing that I was thinking too is like, when we get people started in this business, they want to make cash today. They don't, commissions are great, but a lot of times I think people get discouraged because they might enroll these loyal customers and then they're only seeing a $20 paycheck. And I'm like, so this is so duplicatable because we can actually teach our newbies to go out, sell these samples. They're seeing money in their Venmo that day. And then they gain that belief and that momentum. And that's really what's been trickling down on my team, because my team and then their new distributors are getting excited because they're selling samples. And so it's duplicatable and you can upgrade them to a distributor or loyal customer, but at least you're getting that cash in your pocket, which most people join this business because they need money like today, And so we can offer them that opportunity with the sample app, and we don't even have to leave or go anywhere. So I don't have to worry about coronavirus or anything. I can just hang out at my house and do it. So it's amazing.
Yeah, it totally reminds me of like, when Drew and I got in 7 years ago, it was like wrap cash. Some people were going and buying cars with like bags of money. And now it's like coffee cash. But I feel like you're not, wrapping takes a while, whereas coffee just takes a short conversation. And like coffee cash is flying like crazy. And the profit margin is amazing. So thank you so much for sharing, and congratulations on killing it this last week. You're doing awesome.
Thank you. Well, thank you for letting me share. It's good to see you guys.
You too. Can't wait to get together again. All right, we're going to find who's next here. We're going to look for Jennifer Swavely. You might have to go to, or I guess you can find her that way. There she is. All right. Hey, Jen, how are you?
Hey, friends. I'm great. How are you guys?
Wonderful. So what part of the world are you in right now?
We are in Charleston, South Carolina.
Charleston, South Carolina. I know you're just going all over wherever you guys feel like going. So I know that you kind of have found a niche lately with TikTok, right?
Yeah, I'm loving TikTok, which I just didn't think that was going to happen, but I love it.
So I know we were kind of messaging a little bit earlier that you've already signed 5 distributors this month, which is awesome. And I don't know how many of them you signed from TikTok, but will you kind of share, like, just tell us like how you found out about TikTok, how that's working for you, and then maybe where these 5 distributors came from.
Yeah, so I've been hearing about TikTok from Gary Vee for like a year. You know what I mean? He's been talking about it for a long time. And me and Bitsu, when we were in Nashville, we're like, we need to get on this TikTok thing. We need to do it. We need to do it. And we just kept putting it off because I know how it is. Like, you know, we're like constantly exposed to like new things, like host to post. Like I resisted doing host to post forever because like it's something new to learn. And it's like, got one more thing to add to my plate, and I really didn't want to like do that for a long time. And then finally when Jackie Deering came out about all the success she was having, like I was just like, okay, like I just need to do this. Like, I mean, it's just crazy. So yeah, I jumped into doing TikTok, didn't really know what the heck I was doing. And I think that's what kind of holds people back a lot, is like not knowing where to start or not knowing what to do. And I was in the same boat, didn't know what to do. I just watched kind of things that were trending, and then I just kind of copied them for a while, and then would kind of put my twist on things and throw the business in here and there. And it's crazy because I posted for a really long time, like a lot of videos, and nothing really happened with them for a while. And I was like, okay, whatever. They say just to be consistent with it, be consistent. So I kept being consistent. And then one of my videos about our van blew up and got like over 2.3 million hits. And my followers literally overnight grew from like nothing to over 30,000. And so, and it just happened to one of my girls too, like a random video of her not about the business blew up, and she got over 150,000 views on it. And what's so cool about this platform compared to other platforms is once your video blows up, majority of the time people go back and watch all of your other videos. And that's when people started flooding in. It wasn't like I made this video about the business and then people like started commenting on it. It was like another video blew up, and then everybody went back and watched all my other videos that caught their attention of all of the ones about the business. So it just comes down on TikTok to just being consistent, posting stuff that shows like who you are, fun things, show your personality a lot, and then sprinkle in the business, because they go back and watch all those videos. And just, it's crazy what has happened with TikTok over the past like 6 weeks I've been doing it.
Oh, I'm sure you have a lot of awesome leads, and you've met some awesome people that you connected with through TikTok. So as far as this month and the 5 people you've recruited this month, have most of them come from TikTok, or how did you meet those people?
3 out of the 5 have been from TikTok. And then last month I signed 9 distributors, and I believe 6 or 7 out of the 9 were from TikTok.
Nice. So you just have, I mean, that's a great lead source for you. And like you said, you were consistent and did it. And I remember when I was doing, I felt like I'd never get to 100 followers. And then one day it just went from 100 to like almost 2,000, and one video blew up with 1 million views. And it's just like, whoa, where'd that come from? And it's kind of crazy because you just don't know when it's going to be, you know?
It's super bizarre because you literally do not know which video is going to blow up but once one does, oh man, it really just becomes super addicting and super fun. And it's just a really cool app, you guys. If you haven't downloaded it, like I definitely encourage you guys to download it, play around with it, like, you know, sprinkle in some It Works stuff in there every once in a while. Watch what, you know, the big trending videos are doing, and think of ways that you can spin it off on, you know, in your own kind of way. So it's so crazy. It's been so much fun. But I feel like the biggest thing with signing distributors, because a lot of them have been too from like following up and stuff, but just the opportunity page. Like I know you guys have one, I have one for my team. You guys, those opportunity videos it makes everything so much more simple. Like the conversations I'm having with people are so much shorter now, and then I'm just showing them this third-party tool to help them grasp a bigger understanding rather than going back and forth with messaging so much. So my messages with people are literally so simple. They comment on it. I just say, I'm so excited that you're interested in this. This business has done so much for me and my husband. I'm really excited to, explain more about it, but I'd love to know a little bit about you. And I just ask them like what their name is, where they're from, and why they're looking to make an extra income. And then after that, they tell me all of that. I'm like, perfect. I think this business would be great for you. I tell a little bit more about what this business has done for me. And then I just say, like, I have a group where I have a couple of videos that explain everything, how you can start making money right away and start working from your phone. Do you want to check it out? And then I just add them to the Facebook group. I tag them in the first video. They watch it. And then I message them. Usually they message me afterwards and they say, okay, I'm ready for video 2 and 3. And I'm like, okay, cool. Like, what did you like best about the first video that you saw so far? And how much are you wanting to make? And then that opens up like a whole nother layer of why they want to do it. And majority of the time, by the time they get to the end of the 3 videos, it's like, the way the videos are all planned out, and your guys' too, it's just you hit every objection, you show them how they can make money, and it's like, either they're into it or they're not. But I feel like I'm like spending so much less time kind of going back and forth with people. They're just watching the videos and either they're into it or they're not. And if they're into it, cool. If they're not, like, on to the next person,
Yeah, they're such a good, like you said, sorting tool. And you don't have to waste time finding out if someone's really serious about being interested. We can just kind of put them through a process first. And then if they make it through, then we can interview them and we can talk to them and see if they'd be a good fit, joining with us or not. It's so cool. Someone just commented on here, I'm one of your TikTok followers and now a DT. So yeah.
Yeah, who just said that? I'm trying to see who it is. It's probably Elizabeth. I think it's Elizabeth.
Because some people, if you're new and you've never done like this industry before, it's hard, I think, at first to wrap your mind around that you can like meet someone today and they could join your team tomorrow. And then like your best friends next week, it's just crazy how that happens in a way. And with social media, we literally can reach out. It totally is Elizabeth. And we can reach out and meet Elizabeth, via TikTok, who watches your video. And then next thing, you guys are talking and getting to know each other. And it's incredible. So, okay. So I think this is an important part, because here's what happened to me when I first learned about TikTok. I got lost in TikTok la la land, and I watched like 3,000 TikTok videos. And then I have these crazy things running through my head all day long, and I had to like decompress from it. So what are some of your, like, how much time do you spend, on TikTok, like looking at stuff? Do you have like a process that you use, or just kind of whenever?
Oh man, the warning. I'm going to put like a warning level right here. Like, TikTok is a black hole of wasted time. I'm just going to tell you that right now. So I do, like, I've seen myself, like, how I can get sucked into things so quickly. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to give myself 5 minutes right now just to scroll through and look at like popular videos or popular sounds. You want to use popular trending sounds to get your videos to have a little bit more views and stuff. So I'll give myself 5 minutes just to go through, and you can go and, watch the videos, and then you can save the sounds that you can use later. And so like, I'll give myself a smaller window than I was before, because I'm so much more aware of how time wasting it can be, but just to like go through, get ideas, save stuff for later. And then like, I'm like, okay, I'll just get ready and like do, I don't know, like 3 or 5 different videos, and then you can save them to your drafts for later. And so then I'll just kind of sprinkle them in over the next couple of days of different drafts to do. So I'm not like, feel like I'm wasting so much time. But the cool thing about TikTok, you guys, it's not like you're going live and doing this like 20-minute video. It's not like you're taking the time to like write out this post. They're literally the videos that have gotten me the most interaction are like 8 to 15 seconds long. So it's crazy how much, like, that short amount of time, that short of a video can have that big of an impact on your business. And what I want you guys to understand, and what I've been telling my team this so much, is, every platform has like this window of like amazing opportunity for you to grow your business. There's not that many people in MLMs on TikTok right now. There's not that many people on It Works. It's very unsaturated territory. And it's crazy for you not to jump in and just like give it a try, because it is just an amazing like market. And I would say like all of my new distributors that I've signed up from TikTok, like Elizabeth, like they're just like amazing people. I can't describe it. I feel like sometimes on Instagram or on Facebook, people can be kind of standoffish. Like it's just a different thing on TikTok. Everybody's so nice and appreciative of the opportunity and just more open, and I love it. And
it's a fun crowd, you know.
it's
And
a fun crowd.
look at demographics, 18 to 25 year olds, they're they make up about half of TikTok. And so, which is huge. And then Instagram is more 25 to 35. Facebook is more 35 and older. So depending on who you want to build a team of. Now, if you're like me, I want a team of 18 to 80. You know, I want all the ages in my team. But if you're someone and you're like, hey, I want to grow a team of 21-year-olds, then you'll find them hanging out in droves in TikTok. And what I love about TikTok is you won't go make a face. Well, this way, it's going to be way more rare to just go do a live Facebook video that's going to be seen by 1 million people. And you go on TikTok and you do a 15-second video, and next thing you know, it's seen by 1 million people, and you've got 30,000 followers. And for all of you that have, I know some people are asking how they could follow you, Jennifer. I think someone put it on here, at Jennifer Swavely.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll see, it's cool how you can get your personality across, you know, in 15 seconds. So when you watch it, you can just tell that Joe and Jen, they have a lot of fun. They're laughing a lot. You know, they're just enjoying life. And I think that's why this works so well for you, Jen, because it just attracts people, because people want to have your life. They want to have fun. They want to be energetic and full of excitement about what's happening all around them. So that's awesome. So any other TikTok tips?
TikTok tips. Not that I can like think of. I mean, what I would just say, like what I did when I first started, you know, follow the people that are killing it on TikTok in this business, like Jackie Deering's killing it, like I'm trying to think of her name. There's just like a bunch of people that are killing it on TikTok, and I just go and get ideas from them and tweak them into my own, you know? And so that's what I would just say to do is like find, you know, get inspiration from other people, but just tweak them and make them your own. You don't have to copy everything like perfectly. Like put your personality in it, have fun with it. Like don't be afraid to try new things, because you never know, like this could be like your new like niche and stuff too. Yeah, Ashley Sinclair's killing it, and it's crazy because all these people, and Laurel's killing it, like all these people have such different personalities and everything. So yeah, that's what I would just say. Like I'll put a few more people in here that I follow as well on TikTok that I get ideas from that are just, they're fun, you know, it's just fun app. So
you know, and I love, and so Dree had one that worked pretty good. It was the yes, no. I mean, that's literally
that was my first one, like that I did with the business.
And most people who have done that one, they've gotten some views and they've gotten some comments, and it's worked pretty well. But I know Dree had posted that one and then she deleted it off, and she posted the exact same one with some different information or whatever, and it blew up even bigger than the first time. So that's, if you have one that goes well, you can always redo it again. It's kind of like posting on Facebook. If you get a lot of results from it, you can post it 3 months later again or whatever. So it's how do you find that song? So Patty Hernandez, you could just go to like Jennifer's and scroll to the very first one, it'd probably still be there, and then you can just copy the soundtrack, and then you can use that soundtrack. It just says yes, no, and
yeah. So like if you go like say Dree, because Dree just recently used that one, you can go to Dree's TikTok, and what you do at the very bottom of the TikTok thing, you're going to see like what sound they're using, and you click on the sound, and then it's going to take you to the screen where it says like save to favorites, and then you can just save it to favorites, or you can say like use sound now and make the video right away. But do you get overwhelmed with messages? I don't know what that means, but that's how you save them. And so I'll just go through, and anything that I see it's a popular sound or anything that I want to use later from other leaders or something, you can save them all to your favorites. So whenever you're ready to like sit down and make some videos, then you can just go to your save sounds and be able to like make them right there.
So Jen, I think I get what Yvette's saying. So like on the one where you got 2.3 million views, I mean, didn't you have thousands of messages on that one? And so how did you, was it a little overwhelming trying to get to everyone that was, I mean, were there people texting you yet, or had you not done that on that video, or how are you responding to everyone?
I didn't start the texting thing yet, and I didn't start the kind of maneuvering people more towards like Instagram or even letting them know that was an option. So that's the thing on TikTok is you can't message people that aren't messaging you back unless they change something in their settings. So I just would go through and anybody that I said, I try to message everybody, like whether I was friends with them or not, and I'll pop up with this little thing saying like, you can't message this person, you're not friends. So I would go back to their message and just say, I tried to send you a message, TikTok won't let me, send me a message. And then a couple of times throughout the thread, I would post, if any of you guys want more information, just text opportunity and then my phone number. And I kind of keep putting it in the thread like a lot. And so I'd get people that way. So I'd either tell them I couldn't message them or I just messaged everybody.
So with all those messages, how many people would you say were texting you opportunity when things were really rocking from a?
Oh man, I still get messages and I haven't, because like I'm kind of tweaking it and trying to figure out like where they're coming from on TikTok. So I'll tell them to message, like text opportunity, text freedom, text money, text TikTok, and kind of seeing like where they're coming from. And I still have one from like the very beginning that people are messaging me today for. So it's just really like a huge eye opener with this app that people are going back through all of your old videos. Your videos are still getting put on the For You page is what it's called. And it's getting put in people's feeds. And it's just crazy. So like another thing I'll say too is if like I had like a video didn't have any views on it for days. And then all of a sudden I woke up and there was like 10,000 views on it. So don't delete your videos, have fun with the app, be consistent with it. And eventually one of your videos is going to blow up and your phone's going to blow up after that.
Just have fun. You know, it's okay to be a little goofy sometimes. We have to take ourselves so seriously. And
yeah.
I'm just I could just sit and crack up all day long looking at that thing.
And it's nice to take a break from like Instagram and host a post and something like that and do something else productive for your business and like have fun with it. So it's a cool app. I'm really liking it.
Cool. Well, awesome. Well, you're doing great on it. And man, I mean, 2.3 million views on one video. That's exciting. And 30,000 followers. And I love, you guys have made such incredible videos. Just you and Joe and you and the Trig and Bitsy, just some of the funny stuff you guys have done. So I know you've had a lot of fun, made a lot of memories, and making money and building your business all at the same time. That's what this is about, right?
Exactly.
Good. Well, thank you for jumping on here and sharing, Jen.
No problem.
All righty. We'll talk to you soon. All right. We have one more guest, guys, we're going to bring on here. Let me find, oh, it's so easier to find over here on the side. Let me find Melissa. Hey, are you there?
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Wonderful. So for all of you that don't know Melissa, she like does all the things. You'll find Melissa TikToking. You'll find her a couple hours later, Instagramming. You'll find her selling samples. You'll find her signing DTs. You'll find her on Facebook. You'll find her all over the place. And I know just this month, Melissa, so far, you've sold 22 samples, signed 5 distributors, and 11 loyal customers, which is what? Crazy. So tell us, how do you do it? You're like frozen.
So I actually just signed. Am I frozen?
Oh, you're back.
Okay. Hold on. We're going to do something because I don't know. I can't see any of you guys. So I'm going to do it from my phone. Hold on.
Okay.
So you might have to unmute me again.
I imagine you're just saying you just signed someone else in like the last 10 minutes, right? Is that what you're going to say?
Yeah.
And you've been in the Facebook jail for a while too, haven't you?
I keep freezing on here. Will you unmute me again on my phone?
I will try. What is your phone name? You should be able to unmute yourself, I think. Melissa? I still got a Galaxy S10e and a Galaxy S9, but you can't talk right now. Which one is you? Here, I'll unmute them both and see what happens. No, that's not working. Let me see. Yeah, it's not letting me unmute the, wait, let me see if you're up here. Melissa, unmute. Is that you?
It's me.
Hey!
Sorry.
Sorry, I'm not the best technologically. I was just like trying to figure it out, and I got it. I got it. So we have you now. So what happened? The last 10 minutes, you just signed another person?
I just signed another distributor a second ago. Yay!
Number 6 this month, right?
Yep.
Boom. Okay, so let's start there since you said distributor. So where have these 6 distributors come from?
So this month, actually, all of them have come from Instagram. And it's kind of crazy because I do host a post on Instagram, but 5 of the 6 distributors have come from some like people that have done a host a post for me instead of like the other way around. So kind of different from the normal, I guess, as far as like my enrollments go. But like you said, I have been in Facebook jail since February 28th, starting to get a little nervous about it. But I just had to figure out something else since I couldn't do what I normally was doing on there. And every time that someone makes a post for me, I'm thanking them, letting them know when the next drawing is for our giveaway. And then I'm just asking them if they are interested in making an extra income the way I do. And I just let them know that basically what they did is exactly what, like the biggest part of what I do every day. So yeah, it's just not something I've consistently done before, so it's definitely different, but it's working.
Yeah. I love what you said too about like Facebook, because you can't just have all your eggs in one basket, right? Because then if they stop you, then you're just like, okay, I'll check in 3 days and see if my Facebook's going to work. And so you found another way to do it. And there's always, when we start talking about meeting people, talking to people we already know, meeting people when we're out and about, and then Facebook and Instagram and TikTok, there's literally so many places that we can find people who need what we have. And so, Melissa, you've gotten very consistent, with doing that. I know you've had, I think your crazy month was what, 10 steps to success. That's insanity. 30 distributors. Like how many loyals was it?
It was 80 that month.
80? So 30 distributors and 80 loyals, and you survived to talk about it. Okay, so you found 6 distributors this month so far on Instagram. Is that where most of your loyal customers came from too, was Instagram?
Yeah, this month. And follow-ups from host to post before. So, and from sample follow-ups too. So, yeah. And the sample situation, like I could piggyback off of Natalie because I had sold samples prior to this week. I think I had sold 9 or 10 prior to this week since conference. But this week I've sold, so yeah, it was 10. So this week I've sold 11 since watching Mary Peralta's video. If you guys haven't watched it, you need to watch it. I kind of like made the script my own a little bit, but pretty much the same thing, just kind of adding like Melissa in it some. And what I've just been doing is literally messaging everyone that is viewing my coffee stories. And that's how I've sold all my samples this week. I kind of was a little late on the bandwagon because I didn't do it like I should have when we had the opportunity to get the codes and stuff. So I was like, really? But it's pretty cool. So just another way to bring in money. And then the ones prior to that have already gotten their samples, I've signed up 4 customers from people that had tried the coffee this month from the samples too.
I love it. So they tried it, they became customers, and they've probably done host to post along the way somewhere before or in between for you to potentially led you to other people. So
Yep.
I hope Melissa, as you're sharing here and as everyone else has shared, I hope people are starting to feel a little more comfortable with the fact that we literally have unlimited leads. Like we're never going to run out of people to talk to for free too, for people that we can talk to for free and other people who will advertise for us for a chance, to win in a drawing and something like that. So, okay, so let's go, because this is a lot. I know you do. I know you put a full day's work in and then some. A lot of times you're getting the activity in. So if someone wants to go bananas, now, of course, if someone just wants to make a few $100s a month, they don't have to do what you do, right? You're wanting to get to the $10,000 plus a month. And so you're putting in the effort that's going to get you there. So what is a typical, like, average work day look like for you?
I mean, I used to answer this question so much differently, but life is just so crazy right now. So, I mean, I'm taking advantage of like all the opportunities that I have, but my mother is a full-time job that does not like me to be on my phone when I'm in her presence, which is new. So now, I mean, I'm just really, 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 really trying to be better about waking up earlier in the morning. So I'm waking up now when like everyone else is still asleep at least an hour, and I'm doing my power hour in the morning again. I stopped doing that.
What time? Huh? What time do you wake up? Like 4:30?
5:30.
5:30.
Mm-hmm. So as soon as I wake up, I do my personal development, and I've been trying to be a little bit more diligent about finding something good that I want to do for personal development the night before. That way I have something, that I'm ready for when I wake up, and then spending the rest of that hour messaging. And something else that I do is before I go to bed, I shared this in one of our groups the other day, but I just don't think people realize, and I used to be one of those people that couldn't put my phone down, like message people, and then like when I get notifications, it would just like almost make me panic if I didn't answer them. But I try to message anywhere from like 50 to 100 people before I go to bed. And so every single morning, and I don't answer these people in my power hour in the morning either. My power hour in the morning is new people. So all of those responses that I have from the night before and from messaging like during my power hour is what keeps me busy all day long. So as far as like outside of that, like nighttime is again, usually now until I'm just done for the day. But I mean, I have my list and I don't go to bed until it's done. And I'm working during the day too, like putting in consistent work. But I really just couldn't tell you anymore, like when that happens.
So what I'm hearing is what's giving you what's keeping you busy during the day and giving you people to talk to is really that 50 to 100 before bed, and then the power hour in the morning. And the result of those two things is that you have a constant flow of people to talk to about customer distributor samples and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So cool. And I think that's so huge, because if people would just get that, if they would just understand the amount that can be done in 1 hour. I've got this book, I don't remember the name of the author, but it's called Power of a Half Hour. And you can just get so much done. I mean, in 1 hour, I think probably the majority of people aren't getting done all day long what you're getting done in like 2 hours of your day. So it's just focused and not getting distracted and squirreling out, right? And going down the deep land of TikTok or through the Facebook scroll or checking email, and the next thing you're on a link, and then you're looking at Twitter and you're reading someone else's feed, and now 3 hours passed and you're like, oh, I did nothing. So it's just having that focus and knowing what you're doing, which you're very focused.
Something that helps a lot is I too can be such a squirrel. I turn off my notifications when I do my power hour, because I mean it's just so easy to say, oh, I'll just look at this real quick and then I'll go back to what I was doing. And I mean I don't, that's not realistic. I don't do that. So when I turn off my notifications, it just makes it easier for me. And this morning I was talking to some of my team, and they just wanted to know like how many messages are you sending like during a power hour. So after I did mine this morning, and realistically, like I probably spend about 20 minutes doing personal development. So probably about 40 minutes of that is messaging, and I sent out 160 messages, excuse me. So if you focus, and now granted, a lot of people, you know, sometimes it's not always like that, because sometimes I have to make sure like, oh, did I message them before? Now I need something different to message them, but I'm going to message you until you block me or tell me no.
Yep.
So, yeah.
So good. So good. So basically, you're doing all the things, and you're just doing all the things consistently. And because you're doing that, you're having consistent results, and then consistent results lead to a massive business. So good stuff. Well, anything else that you want to share before we wrap this up?
That just the app. I mean, Natalie kind of touched on this too. Until watching that Zoom again, I really wasn't even utilizing the sample app. Like I didn't even really know, honestly, that there were messages and stuff in there. So utilizing that, and then also like going through and seeing like all the different options for follow-up messages and stuff and Connect too. This is the first week I've really like tried to dive in with that. I actually think for 2 days I was blocked on iMessage. I didn't even know that was a thing. So turn off your iMessage if you use Connect. But I mean, use the Connect app to do your coffee sample messages for all of your loyal customers that you've had. That was another thing that I did prior to now this week, but I sent those messages, and probably at least half of them came from customers that I'd had in the past. And guess what? A couple of them are ordering again and haven't ordered for like a year or 2 years. I had a girl that placed an order yesterday that hasn't ordered since 2017. So, you know, you just gotta, I don't know, you just gotta use what they give us too. And I sometimes forget that too.
That is awesome. Yeah, I love the Connect app. And one of the things I really like about it, it gives us peace of mind, because for all we know, Facebook could shut down tomorrow. And if all of our whole entire contact list is on Facebook, and they change something where now you got to pay $50 a month to have Messenger, and then everybody goes away on Messenger, right? Or whatever happens, it's nice to know that you can use the Connect app to bring all your leads into, all your connections into, and not have to worry about it going away. And it works, just going to continues to give us easier and easier ways to communicate with all the people within the Connect app. So yeah, just grow that Connect app, have that as like the master list, and everyone should filter into that ultimately, I think. And then you can, you know, make groups and connect with everybody in there, and it's amazing. So Melissa, you're killing it again. Thank you for sharing. Thanks for jumping on here and being an awesome leader. And any last words for everyone?
I just saw a couple of people asking about like, how do you do so many messages, or what's your trick or whatever. Text replacement, you guys. If you haven't taken the time to do it, take the time to do it. If you don't know how, it's pretty simple. You can even Google it, and it will, you know, like it will help you. And then I'll put my, really quick, I know these people are like asking about messages. These are like these are my favorite follow-up messages. Super simple. And that's really it. And then this one is for DTs. And this one is for the samples. It won't let me separate it, so you guys will have to separate it on there. But those are like really those are my go-to messages. And then as far as host to post, I mean, I don't really do that any differently on Instagram than I do on Facebook. I just start with this message. And that's it.
So cool. It's not that difficult. It just takes time. It just takes time and work, and that's it. Well, awesome. Well, thank you so much, Melissa, for jumping on here. Could you do me a favor too, maybe on the I'll put this Zoom into the Black Diamond team page, and I'll let you know when I do it. And then will you just put some of these messages like in the comment, go back and see them? Okay, cool. All right. Well, hey, thanks for sharing tonight, Melissa. Thanks everybody for tuning in. I'll get this recording up on the Black Diamond page. I know we've talked a lot about what Mary Peralta shared last week about getting sample cash and that sort of thing. So It should be in the Black Diamond page now. I think somebody just posted it in there, so you can go through and watch that and take notes on that. And if you need any help, just reach out and let us know, and we'll get you the answers that you need. So have a blessed day. Have an awesome weekend and keep kicking butt. We'll talk to y'all later. Bye.